I guess under this new property tax law, they're trying to Nigeria is trying to steal houses from its citizens. What was your own finding on it? Yeah, what have you heard about the tax law? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Are you sleeping?
I'm here, bro.
What's happening? I'm not hearing you.
My network,
Okay.
sorry, the network is acting up.
All right. Let's see if we can conclude quick. There was a thread we were going through.
Yeah.
So this was a thread. So it says tax reform bill, the hidden Tinubu gang of Lagos chess game.
Uh,
There's a silent message in plain sight that many are overlooking in this thread. Okay. First, let me educate you on the national tax distribution system. All taxes generated by the state are sent to the federal government through the Inland Revenue Service monthly. The federal government then redistributes these funds based on the VAT distribution rules. So, vertical allocation, 100% of tax, the federal government takes 15%, state governments take 35%, local governments take 35%, right?
State government take 50%.
Yeah, 50, sorry. All right, so what is the problem?
Okay, now you know this them shown Itoro store where like they are scrapping the
Yeah. The lottery
now
commission, yeah,
yeah. So now in the north they don't play bets.
true,
They don't have all this bet Niger.
yes,
In the north as well, they also don't drink alcohol,
yes,
and they've been destroying alcohol trucks and stuff. So now income generated the tax generated from alcohol beverages and betting and all these other things that are not allowed or they are not allowed in the north. The
yeah,
north are taking even more of the tax from it. That's the tax gotten from it. The north are taking even more of it.
yeah,
Do you understand? Even more than the states that are generating this income. So now because they always claim they have a larger population. So now the thing with the tax reform is now that the federal government will start giving you money. Your internal generated revenue is what you will spend. You will
okay,
send a percentage to the federal government, and then you have the rest to yourself to spend as your allocation. Do you understand?
okay. So
So
there'll
that so
be there'll be so this part here of this tax, federal
mm,
government is going to take what now?
that's the 15%.
Okay.
15%. State government will take 50%.
Hmm.
Then local government takes 35%.
This of VAT.
Vertical allocation. And this is on VAT.
Yeah. So what's the new formula now?
You are seeing the sharing formula, bro.
Yeah, I'm
You
saying
are
it.
seeing population, equality, all these things.
Hmm.
So it favor everything. It favors the north because like they have population, and then they don't even do anything to get to. They don't even like they're not supposed to be getting anything out of this tax because it is not generated in the money is not coming from their own region.
Right, because majority of the commerce, majority of the VAT, majority of the high tariffs on alcohol,
Yeah,
on tobacco, on all these things are being allocated
uh,
to the north, and that population is not spending as much on these products, but the
yeah,
tax that they're generating from the people who do consume those products are being repatriated up there for their own consumption.
exactly,
Right. So that
exactly.
okay, wow. Okay.
So that's what's happening now. And also, what do I want to say? I lost my train of thought.
Sorry. You're talking about like the equality and the sharing formula for
Mm,
alcohol and the fact that they don't play betting. You're talking about the lottery commission being scrapped, even though those guys don't play
yeah,
gambling. And then the but the money generated from the gambling they are taking,
yeah,
even
yeah.
though it's supposed to be haram.
Yeah, and another thing is, they refuse to like develop that region, like give their people capacity and like educate their people and stuff.
Yeah.
So now this tax reform now is going to really affect them in the sense that their people may vote against themselves. Well, if you look at it in the long run, when in the state now, because if if they are not generating money,
Hmm.
right, they cannot keep those criminals happy, the boys that they always use. In a way, they always like,
Yeah, they bring them out. They bring them out for any
yeah,
violence that they see.
now they use them, they pay them enough money, they use them. So now, first of all, you're not even making enough money to pay civil servants in the state. Those
Yeah.
ones will para. Do you understand all these things?
Yeah.
So people will even stop voting for governors that don't do anything. You won't just say you want to go and become governor because there will be no money there. Federal government will not be giving you money, all those kind of things. So it's a welcome development. It's only the north that are against it. Everybody wants it except the north.
So this is the new VAT distribution system. They are saying that the federal government now gets 10%,
10%.
state governments get 55. So they're taking
Can you see? So like,
like
some
what?
people say this man is not working. It also boils down to like state state autonomy. Like
I I
this
I
is the
agree with
time
that.
for all these. Yeah, like it's time for state. And that's what they're working towards. Regional government. Let each region handle build themselves. Let each state build themselves. Nothing is stopping any state right now from building its own refinery. Nothing is stopping any state from building its own refinery and buying fuel and selling petrol. Do you understand?
Um,
Nothing stopping anybody from building plants.
is that true? Because
Yes.
the wait now, the license for petroleum is federal. That is the
Mm.
federal government that is going to give you that license.
That's what I'm saying now. A state, a state can decide that we want this license, we want to build our own refinery.
Hmm.
Don't you understand my point?
Yeah.
Same way they can choose to have their own plant, their own electric plant, their
Yeah.
own power plant,
Yeah.
or their own solar plant that feeds the whole state electricity. With investment with multinationals, these things are easily possible.
What I'm trying to
So
say,
like there are no
what I'm trying to say is that yes, you have the desire to start up your own um, power project or your own refinery project, but in terms of regulation, you still have to
mm,
come and meet federal government, and federal government will still come and
of
ask.
course now.
They will still come and say, What I'm trying to say to you is, in true federalism, in like what's the best example of federalism in the world? There's only one answer. Tell us.
China.
No, no, America. In America, eh? If the state of Delaware wants to subsidize a refinery being built, let's say Texas has oil or freaking Alaska has oil, there is
Mm,
nobody in Washington D.C. that is going to know about it. In my own, okay, I'm not inside the government, but they don't
mm.
care that much.
Just go and do your thing.
Just go and find out, go and do your own problem. California, what did they do? They said we'll make this place good for technology. Silicon Valley. California is generating its California is its own economy. Oh, there's technology. Oh,
You know, they okay now. This government now
mm,
has given individuals and even states uh, the right to generate their own power. So
Is
states can
I
actually generate their own power, build their own real. But I understand with the license for refinery, I understand
no,
you
even
still have
with
to
power,
maybe
because
from NFPC.
the current position is that if your power project is generating more than 2 megawatts, you have to get a license from the government. You have to get a license from NRC or whoever it is,
But that is fine now. That is, I agree with that. So that everything
why,
is regulated.
why
No, we're just starting. It's just starting out. You can't just allow them run. It's just starting
run
out.
riot?
We are
Then
just testing what. This is just the first. So yeah, they should get license. Then over time, you leave them alone.
is
Everybody will be
yeah,
on their own.
I think they do that because it's like, okay, national grid. Do you get? So
Exactly.
it's like,
What's national
but
grid?
the question is, why should there be a national grid?
Exactly. Each state
Why
should be
can't
generating
Benue
its own
State,
power.
yes, why can't Kano State say, okay, we want to do a solar project? Why are they taking light from
Do
the
you
national grid?
understand? Do you understand? Why can't they have a solar project that feeds the whole state electricity 24/7?
Yeah.
I don't know why we are not taking thinking this far like this. And this thing, them the money is there. Do this is and solve a lot of problems.
Yeah, I guess. So what are they doing? They are establishing a trend and review board to harmonize tax policies across state, federal, and local government to ensure consistency. The VAT will now be 10% by 2025, then 12.5% in 2026, and 15% from 2030. What do you think about that?
And low income earners will not be paying, like, if you don't earn if you earn below 1 million annually, you won't be paying VAT or so. The
No, no,
VAT, the
that's
new VAT system
income
is,
tax. Income tax.
yeah,
VAT,
income tax.
everybody
The
pays
new VAT
VAT.
system favors, yeah, everybody pays by indirect. But
Yeah.
this new tax bill is more on the rich. The rich will carry more of the burden
Are
with this
you
new tax bill.
sure about this?
Yes.
Because I don't like this whole thing of the rich. Because how do you get rich? I, you know, I,
You don't understand?
wait
Like,
now, wait.
more VAT on luxury.
I'm trying to get across to something. Because everybody keeps saying that, oh, let the rich pay their fair share. Because that's what is written here, right? The progressive tax system structure ensures that large businesses contribute a fair share to national revenue, promoting
Yeah.
equity. These are communist ideas. If I am a large corporation, what does that mean? It means that I am employing a large number of people, like a Globalcom, like an MTN, like who
Mm.
again? Who is a large corporation? These people are employing and housing and doing so many,
Dangote.
yeah, let's say Dangote, and doing so many things for so many people in terms of paying them, like I mean, they are paying their salaries, so they are paying them, let's call it a living wage, let's call it, right? Are you getting my point?
Yeah. Mm.
Now you are making them pay more money, even though they are hiring more people. I don't know where you get the problem here.
I'm
Because
listening.
each of those people whom they pay a salary, those people are all going to pay VAT. They are all going to pay VAT, as we all do. Right? So hiring people as a huge corporation means that you are contributing more money to the VAT system, because you are putting more money in the hands of the people who will go to the supermarket to buy things for their children. I don't know if you're getting the problem. Then to reward the people who are actually getting money and putting money in the hands of the Nigerian people, you are now saying that no, we will still tax you and you will pay us more money. You will pay the government more money. Why? Does it make sense? After I have hired 1 million of your jobless people, I have hired them, giving them jobs, giving them money. Those people are
But
turning.
it's not out of your. It's not like you just woke up and went to hire them. Like, you hired them because you need them.
That's what I'm saying. That is what.
And you
That's
need
no, no,
it's
no,
give and take now. You need the staff. That's
no.
why you hire them.
This
That
is
doesn't
not.
mean you should not pay
This is
staff.
not. This is not give and take. This is take and take. The
How is
government
it take and take?
is take and take because
You're not doing the people
wait,
you hired. Are you doing them a favor?
big time. I'm doing them a favor, of course.
No.
How do they live? How do you
Okay,
make?
without them, how will your company?
How no no.
Without them, how
Wait
will the
now. Wait
company
now. How
grow?
do you eat?
They will eat now. Before you build the company, but they not eating.
No now. I'm just trying to
Yes,
get you to
now.
wait now. I'm just trying to get you to understand where I'm coming from. Okay, a large company, let's say a large company generates 100 million, right?
Mm.
You hire 1,000 people. You pay all these 1,000 people a salary, right?
Mm.
Meaning that from your company, you have given 1,000 people money to spend on VAT. That is, you have given the government this VAT. 1,000 people paying VAT. Remember that their salary is also being taxed at source, right? There's pay as you earn, and there are all these other funny subtractions that they do. Am I wrong?
Mm.
The government takes at least 13%, right? Depending on your grade. The government takes anywhere between 12 to 13% and up, depending on how much money you are being paid, like a proper salaried, insured employee. Now, after the government has taken that chunk out of your salary, yeah, by the time you now have the money in your own account, in your own pocket, as I said, government has already taken 10 to 15%. That one is already entered federation account. You will now want to buy the things that you want. You want to buy books for your children. You want to buy food in the supermarket. You want to buy lights. You want to buy anything. Those things that you are paying for, A, you have the money to pay for them. B, the company gave you the money to pay for those things. C, by the time you pay for those things,
Stop. That means
there's another VAT. Do you get? So they've taxed you on your salary and they're taxing you on your consumption. And it is the company that allowed you to do that. So why are you taxing them again? That's triple taxation, is what I'm trying to say.
for a company to hire 1,000 staff,
Mm-hmm.
it means the company has a lot of operations,
Okay.
right? And it means the company is generating enough revenue to cover all the staff salary and also still make enough profit, right? So you can't say because they hired 1,000 people, they should not pay tax on their profit, on even like the profit they've made. They are making profit now. The fact that you're doing business, we created a conducive environment for your business, for your company to do business,
Okay.
and for your company to operate. So why should
Okay.
you not pay
This
every
is
tax?
what I am proposing.
Because you're earning a lot of money, so you should pay a
This
tax
is what I am proposing.
proportional to that money.
This is what I'm proposing. If it is good for a large corporation to be taxed on their profits, then people like us that work for such companies should not pay VAT.
Why?
Because
That's indirect. That's
Because-
the way buy things from ShopRite.
yes, we should not be paying VAT. Why should we be paying VAT? Or they should
Because you're not paying the VAT as the company staff, you're paying that VAT now as somebody, as an individual that came to buy something.
Why are you taxing?
ShopRite will not.
Why are you
Wait now,
taxing?
ShopRite is not going to ask you that. Do you work for civil defense, or do you work for the police, or do you understand? They're not going to ask you. Just bring your guys, bring your card and pay.
Okay.
This is how much.
Is your salary taxed?
Yes, now.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so you tax my salary. That is, I'm earning 3 million a year. You
mm,
tax me 13%,
mm,
right? Meaning that
mm,
I am taking home to my family, my wife and my children, I'm taking home to them, let's say 2.6 million after I have been taxed.
mm.
That the federal government has taxed me from source. Now I have rescued my money, and now I'm trying to eat and survive. I'm trying to buy consumable goods and all these types of things. Why am I
Mm.
still being taxed on those things?
I don't know.
That's what I'm.
I
That's what
also
I'm trying to
disagree with
explain
it,
to you.
but
That
that's the reality right now.
I know. That's what I'm trying to
I also
explain
don't
to you.
understand what it is. I also
Thank
don't
you.
understand it.
Exactly. So that's what I'm trying to say. That if you are going to tax companies, because the private sector is the largest employer. The private sector
Of course.
employs about 80% of the. What am I saying? 80%. The private sector employs 95% of the population.
Mm.
Okay. So if truly they are employing 95% of the population, let's say a lot of the businesses are also small and medium people, fine, right? Those ones, they don't break 25 million, so they don't have to pay any fucking tax, right? Barely, right? But the people who are in that category of businesses and, like the banks and the freaking telecoms and all those types of guys,
Mm.
right? Because see, okay, telecoms, excise duty, then VAT, then corporate. People like MTN, Glow, and all these people, they will pay all this money, right? Which is good, like on paper, but it also increases the cost of us using these services. Because the government tax our salary, they are also taxing our expenditure. So the taxing is too much, is what I'm trying to say.
Yes, yes, it
Do you
is
get
too
my
much.
point?
But that
Because
doesn't mean the
yeah, I
rich.
know.
But
Huh?
that's what I'm saying. The rich is carrying the heavy burden. The rich is paying more of the tax now. So even on us, the tax will reduce on us because the rich now is carrying most of the burden.
The rich is carrying the
Which and
burden, and that burden, they will increase their prices. They will. That's why things are getting expensive, because they are feeling the pressure of the tax. So if you reduce the tax load on the rich, or shall I say on the big corporations, you reduce the taxes that they have to pay. What does that mean? It means that they can expand. That's one. They can expand the quality of their service. They can expand their employment base, right? Because they have that extra money that is not going to the government. That means that they can hire more people. If they can hire more people, it means that they can pay more people money. That is, more people are off the streets, earning a salary, earning a living wage, and all these types of things. That's my own idea, right? So this one that
all right.
you just keep raising VAT up to 15% from 2030. That's 6 years time.
Mm,
You understand? And in
mm,
the same vein that we are talking about inflation, because do you really think that people's earnings are going to increase with this level of VAT? Nobody is going to, like, somebody earning 3 million today is not going to start earning 7 million in 2030. Nobody is doing that.
mm,
That is not happening. You understand? So
mhm.
that's why I'm saying that the telecoms, fine. I understand those ones that are making money hand over fist. But as I've always said, they will pass this cost. The corporations will pass this cost to the consumer. What
Normally.
yeah. So I'm just following kind of what Trump did. I'm just looking at what Trump did, right? When Trump got into office, he passed a tax bill wherein he cut back on some of the things that federal government was collecting from the corporations. What happened when he did that? The next time people got their check, that's their paycheck, they had more money.
Mm,
Do you get? There was more money, meaning that all those deductions that the company will make, that federal government is pinching your money, you're pinching. Those pinches, Trump stopped those pinches, and a person that was earning, let's say, $3,000 a month, all of a sudden he got his new paycheck in January, and he saw that 3,300, 3,200. It depended on who you were, it depended on where you worked, but people felt that impact. So Trump he just removed the money and put it back in the hands of the people by reducing the number of taxes that people were that were being deducted, and people were happy. There was more money that time. People were spending more before COVID came, but that gap between 2018, I think early, and COVID in 2020, people were fucking balling out because of the extra money. And another thing that he did was to cut back on regulations in allowing people to set up businesses, for export. You saw what he did with the tariffs now. It's like, look, Samsung or Apple, your company is in China. If we will tax you and tariff you if you don't bring your factory to America. Tim Cook said yes. They brought it to Texas. That's 3,000 jobs already. I don't know where you get my point. So the point I'm trying to make is that this whole idea of where is it? Progressive tax structure. Where there was a word they used. They used something like equity. Here we go. Progressive tax structure, equity. Like if you are charging corporations more money, it is not them that will feel it. It is us. We are the ones that will feel it because we rely on the big corporations for majority of our consumer expenditure. That's my problem. So it's better to that money that you say you want to steal from them, let them have more money so that they will expand, they will compete, they will hire more people. So that money, instead of them to give it to the government directly, let them give it to us through price cuts, through employment, through reduced cost of products. Did you get the point? So that's just my only criticism. Because I don't understand. Because look at this. This means that your airtime or your data, next year, maybe you are doing 500 naira for 3 gig. By next year you're looking at 500 naira for 2 gig, 500 naira for 1 gig. That is what this means to me. I don't know where you get my point. Because there's tax here, 1. There's 5% here, 2. There's 10% here, 3. You're paying 500 naira for 1 gig by next year. That is the meaning. And at this stage, data is life. Like, if you don't have data, you are not truly alive.
Yeah.
We don't know where you are. We've not seen your WhatsApp status. We can't reach out to you. Because even the normal phone call doesn't fucking work, does it? Is WhatsApp people use?
Does it connect?
Yeah.
Does it connect as much as WhatsApp?
Yes. It's WhatsApp people are using now to talk to one another. So to know that somebody's alive, you need data, and it's going to cost you more. And I don't know if you have any response to what I've been saying. But so my point has, I think I've made my point. But there needs to be a reckoning. And I agree with the spirit of what they're trying to do. Yes, you want to liberalize like revenue and, let's say, federation, let's say states. We don't want states to develop to depend too much on the government, right?
Yeah.
You should look internally, but it's not through taxes that you do it. It is through reducing, like, you need a constitutional amendment, because the government has straight autonomy on your natural resources, your mineral resources. If you develop gold, like Zamfara, Niger State, all these places that have gold, it's not the money is not going to state government. It's not, because all land in Nigeria belongs to the federal government, or belongs to the government. Let's call it all land, and then the minerals belong to the federal government. You understand? So to mine, I have to go to federal government to say, oh, I want to mine. I saw bitumen in my land. I have to mine. They will say, okay, you pay us
But
royalties.
I don't think it's the same for state government because like in Nasarawa now, they're mining lithium, and it's not federal government that they are talking to. Is the indigenes, is the chairman, like the local government chairman there, that are giving these guys the pass, not federal government.
Wait now.
So
To get the license, you need federal government.
that's the mining license.
That's
abi?
one. Yes, that's one part.
But after you've gotten that mining license, you can just go and mine.
Wait now. Yes,
It's not.
I agree.
So it's not federal government.
I agree. That is the right.
Once you get the license, you can mine anywhere.
I understand. You need federal government. Yes. How much does that license cost? That's one. Two. The license also comes with conditions
Yes.
of royalties and all these types of things. The part where the villagers come in is that they discovered the deposits, the mineral deposits in like a rural land, and there's a chief, and you are looking for concession. Give us access to the land. Let us lease this land from you for 5 years, 10 years, however long it takes for us to say we want to mine this land to completion. So they will be like, okay, since we know that you have a license, since we know that your license lasts 2 years, you have to pay us every year X amount of money in royalties or in this. You understand? So those are the deals that are being cut. But trust me, minerals in this country, like okay, it's like saying they discovered land-based oil in Delta State. How much is the state government collecting from the oil?
I don't know.
But most of the oil money goes to the government. I don't know where you get my
Who is
point.
drilling the oil? And normally to
Some-
go to
some-
it's
some
supposed to go
fed-
to Commonwealth now.
The
Normally to go to Commonwealth now.
Okay.
So is it only from gold and that we're supposed to be generating income? The other things that as if like all the rubber that some states have,
Yeah.
the coal, what are they doing with them? Why are we focusing on oil or gold or lithium? Why we not manufacturing batteries? Why is Nasarawa State not manufacturing batteries?
Because we're
No,
selling
these are-
because
these-
we're selling the lithium ore to the Chinese,
Chinese.
for $.
Exactly. So by the time intellectual governors start coming in, they will do better. They will create maybe science institutes. All these Chinese that are buying the lithium, maybe they will tell them we're not selling lithium to you again. Come here, build science, battery producing plants. Teach our people how to. Maybe we'll do a 10-year agreement. They teach us how to make these batteries, and they give us the technology, and we'll push on from there. That's how to do these things, not to just pack all the raw materials, go to China or America or all this.
and to collect
They
money.
just start and collect money. I just collect money once,
And marry new wife in the process.
or buy new car. It's just crazy.
Oh man. So I guess it looks good going forward, but as I said, and as I will continue to say, I wanted us to conclude on. There was something that I wanted us to conclude on, because truly this thing is about money, yeah. And there's something I sent. Just hold on. Let me send it to you. We'll conclude on this because this is truly the most important aspect of any discussion that we're having. Remember, I was making fun of Il Toro that he was talking about Sophie Rain, and Sophie Rain made How much did she make? $43 million.
Something like that.
Okay. Now, are you seeing this?
Yeah.
This guy, this $4.7 million that you're seeing here is from one person. Are you
One
hearing me?
person sent 4 million.
One person over the course of this girl's career sent
Career.
her 10% of the money that she made. You know the girl now. Well, we're not going to
Sophia
promote.
Ring.
We're not going to promote her. We're not going to promote her. But my point is that if a man spends this amount of money, we should know who he is, right?
Mm.
I think we should, because it's only a celebrity like a rapper or a footballer that has this type of money to spend, right?
Yeah.
So if that is true, and we don't know who this person is, it means that the person is not a celebrity. The person could either be you or me or Il Toro. Meaning that this person is a normal person. He's not known. Nobody knows him. Because not anybody has $4.7 million to give a girl on the internet. No. It's not possible.
Mhm.
Are you getting my point?
Mm.
So it's I posted about it, I sent it to the group chat and I said this thing should wake us up. It's not enough for us to be like, oh, look at this girl. Oh, the girl just showed her asshole, and people are sending her for $7 million. What you should be worried about is the fact that somebody has $4.7 million to send her, and we don't know who he is. We don't know whether we don't if as I said, if it was somebody, we would know that he's somebody. Because think about it, no basketball player, no American football player, no actor will bring, no rapper, no celebrity will bring out $4.7 million and give a girl on the internet. Nobody is that stupid. Nobody who works hard for his money, because those actors, they work hard for their money. They have to sleep with Diddy, they have to sleep with Harvey Weinstein, they have to do terrible things to make the money that they're making. So it means that this guy is a fucking bastard that just found a glitch and he's willing to spend this amount of money on some fucking tart on the internet.
Mm.
So it's a challenge to us that we're here grinding to keep an eye out on how people are making fucking money. You understand? I don't know whether this will go on the video, but I'm just trying to say something. You understand? I posted on the group, but
Yeah,
I feel like I should speak I should speak to those words. That was my only realization. As I said, he posted it in terms of, oh, look at this girl, she's just making this money. But for me, it's like when I saw this one, I was like, no. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. People are making money in this world. Even America, they say they have economic problem too. But somebody is spending this amount of money. This last activity, December 1st, 2 days ago, the subscription, 84. If you divide by 12, that's $7 a month. If this has been going on for the past year. But he spent this money in a year. So I keep saying it, we're entering 2025. We're not getting any younger. This life cannot pass us by that we won't touch this kind of money. It cannot. We cannot accept it. And our eyes must continue to be opened.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to end on.
I don't know.
So thank you guys. We'll see you in the next one.
South.